Hello and welcome back to a new episode of Cozy Comfy Completionist with your girl Lorelei. I don't think we can sleep. We have spent the night running around building. So we are going to do more of that. Or rather, I think we're gonna go explore a little bit more. Take a look at our chickens. There we go, eat some good food. We have found another infested mine in the last episode, so we want to take that with us to smoke that out. See what that is going on. That is working. And we have been doing a lot of building in our new warehouse. We built up the storage area here on the base floor and also on the second floor. There's a lot of storage space here, and probably we are going to be doing some nice outdoor area, like some comfy place over here, I think, because that upper area is like a platform you can look out on the landscape, and we are living in a mist-free spot here. So there is a lot of doing involved in this. We have to build more here, but for now our HP is up. We gotta go and see about that infested mine. We are still up to trying to get more dark cores, and I hope that new infested mine we found will give us a little more there. Okay, let's see what we've got here. I can hear a yell outside. Let's see what we get here. There is some activity. Is there something to be reached from here? Not really. There is some guy beneath that, and I thought we could reach that guy from here. I don't really want to. Can we spy a little bit? Oh, there is a little wooden thing there. There is also seekers in here. We've been down here. I have to get rid of those here. There is a door here. I don't know what's going on behind that. I don't have the slightest idea. Let's throw a bomb there. Okay, there is some stuff going on there. Something died there. I also think we're gonna throw one of those bombs in each of those stores here and see what's gonna die there. And one here. There is something dying there too. Another one. That won't kill that guy, but for sure we got some dead stuff over here. Beyond that second door. And there is some stuff dying beyond that. Okay, I kind of want to try and see if I can hit that big boy from here. Let me try and get things to come here. Don't seem to be hitting anything here. There is some stuff broken here. Some dead guys. But that seeker soldier there, there is still some seekers in there. Let's try. Okay, there is something taking damage. There is nothing taking damage on this side though. Oh yeah, there is. That thing is taking damage here. Okay, to get on with this here, we have to break that door here. Oh man, that was unfortunate. We dropped. We are out of bubble here. And now that guy is above here. Can we hit that guy with arrows from here? We can actually. Do we have enough arrows? Cannot hit him in the butt though. Can we drop some fire on him? We can. That's a little bit quicker. Okay, that shot into nothing. There we go. One dead seeker soldier. Okay. Now let's see what else is up there. There's ticks in there. They are still contained. And one fragment there. Let me see, what can we get rid of? I don't think we need that. So there is ticks here. We're gonna poison those. There is another tick behind that. Oh, there we go. Good. We can get rid of that one here, I think. But there is nothing more interesting here. Okay. So that was this side here. And now we're gonna see that other side here. A tick. Okay. What's beyond that? And the question is, what is beyond that door there? Something cracked. Oh, there is a whole new downstairs here. Okay. We have to get through that door here. We have to have a bubble up. Okay, we have one tick here. Is there more ticks? Let's have a look. Oops. See what else comes up. Okay, there is a bunch of ticks. I'm gonna let them soak for a bit. That will kill most of them. The more hardy ones will go last, of course. Maybe we need a second one. Okay, that looks like we got that stuff here. I keep pushing the wrong buttons here. Okay, there is another tick beneath that. Should I say there was? We're gonna throw another bomb at those. And we're gonna throw a bomb at those. We want those to come after us. A lot of ticks here. Okay. Get those bombed. And then let's see what's beyond here. There is a lot more stuff going on here. Probably should be getting all of that stuff out. So I can pick up the blood clots and they don't lay around here. Where is the way out here? Oh man, there is a lot of stuff going on here. Is that the way out? I think yes. Okay. Let's throw off some of the stuff in the box here so we can collect more things. That was that way. You never know. Gonna collect all of the glitteries around here so we don't get confused as to where we were already and I got all here. I don't think there is anything beyond that here. Oh, that's actually the way out. Okay. And then we had more stuff going on over here. Don't think there is something here. Okay, that's empty. And we've got another beaker here. And there is more ticks beyond that. That is a lot of ticks we killed here. Oh, there is a seeker here. You stay there. I'm gonna shoot you. We don't have to wait, risk our lives unnecessarily. We don't. That is everything that was in here. There is more seekers and ticks. Quite a lot of them here. Is that the same room? Yes. Oh, that is quite some stuff going on in there. Gonna toast them real good. Those ticks are pretty resistant here. Okay. Gonna go with that one, I think. And there is nothing else here. No course. Ooh, that is a pity. A lot of effort for not a lot of outcome. But there is more stuff beneath. We found that other downstairs here, and then there is some kind of doorway on the other side where we have not been yet. Okay, here is nothing. But there was... where was that other way? Is that that way? Getting all shook up and mixed up here. We did open a door somewhere to get here. Was it that door? Ah, okay. There is one of those. Let me get my bubble up again. There was a doorway somewhere. That one. Ah, okay. Got a Christmas room here. Nice. And we found more cores. 2 more stands. Some monies. I don't really need that. But well. Okay, I think that is everything in here. There isn't any more. Let's count our blessings when we get home. Let's see. Take all. There is kind of stuff we don't need urgently. Want to take that. We can leave that here. In fact, we can leave all of that here. We can take the other stuff home. Can pick that up when we come back. get that sorted in our boxes for a spell. Oh, it's already night timing again and it's raining. Good thing we have a roof on our warehouse now. Okay, that needs to go in here, and then that needs to go in here. We've got some royal jelly. We've got another those, and we've got 4 more cores. So that brings our core count up to 15, because not 15, 19, because there is a black forge over at our warehouse still sitting there waiting for us to demolish that one. Money goes in here, and that needs to go over to Sonnenheim to be smeltered. Gonna put that, let me see, here, and the wood we can put here for now. Do we really need that black forge here still? I'm not sure what is in here. Nothing anymore. Okay. Let's get back there and pick up our other stuff real quick. So the health goes there, and then that is important. And that is not that much important, but that is important. I'll have that little stamina thingy there. I have to put that in a box. Okay, we are all set now, and I think we might use that as our Mistlands portal house, because why not? Or use the upper level of... Yeah, that could be a good idea. The upper level of the warehouse. Where did I put the potions? Here. That needs to go in there, and let's get those. And repair everything. And we're gonna go sleep. And then I think we're gonna put in a day of moving stuff from Sonnenheim over there. And let's have a look at our trophies. We've got everything from the Mistlands at least once. Except, of course, the Queen. We are still missing that stone golem trophy. What a pity. Yeah. Gonna have to do more hunting. Let's get sleep for a change. Not work all through the night all the time. And we have to check on how much item stands we can make and see if they can be hung in on the chimney in our... Let's see. We got a lot of that. There should be some bronze nails too. There. Cool. We're gonna eat the cheaper food like that, and some bread. That is enough to transfer stuff around. I can't hear the chicken anymore. That means they don't have any food left. I'm gonna feed them. Let's see. Something like that. No, that is too far. More like that. That is good. Okay. Should install some of those shutter doors to make that easier. So let's see if we put item stands up there. Some of the Mistland trophies are quite big. But that can be our portal house. Not happy with that. No, we don't do that. I don't like it. I don't like the idea. We're gonna put it in that other spot. Like here. Let's see. We're gonna have an item stand up here to hang the gyal. And then we have a lot of smaller ones that can be hung here and there. And here and there. And then we have the Seeker Soldier that is kind of big. Might go there. Let's get some trophies and get hanging and see what needs doing. So we have a gyal. And that one is quite big. And we have a Seeker Soldier. And we have those tiny ones here. And that is all of that. So, if we put that big yalding up there, yeah, that works nicely. Okay, and the winged one, the Seeker one, that works nicely too. Okay, good. And then we have the hare and the dwerger. Let's put the hare one here. And then the dwerger one on this side. And then a small one. The tick. And try that one. That is quite big, but that is looking good here too. Okay, so we've got all of that sorted. Like that. Gonna be doing maybe some decorating here still. But for now we've got all the trophies hung up at least. So we can put that back. And then we go and do some stuff shuffling again for our warehouse. Need to still transfer over things from Sonnenheim. There is lots of food to be transferred over. Let's see. All of that meat. We can leave that here. And we can carry more of that. This is gonna be some doing. Try to space that out a little bit as not to bore you to death, but we still need to get that done. And we did make some sense in how we managed to put things in here. So that is the bear meat, and then that is the boar and the deer. And then that here is all of that, and it's already full. So what is up here? That is only the seeker meat. So we're gonna put the hare meat with the seeker meat, I think. So we can have that here. Okay, that seems to be a good plan. Maybe we also have to put the bear meat and the boar meat and then grade it down a little bit, because there is more. There is some seeker stuff in here. Take all. Okay, got all of that. Cool. I think seeker meat is by far the most meat we gather in that game, because we are killing so many insects and all of them are dropping seeker meat. So probably we have to rearrange that and put all of the seeker meat, and we're gonna take that, put that in here because that is not that much, and get all of the boar meat to put in here. So that is the lowest tier meat, and then we've got the bear meat. And I don't think we collect much more of that, so probably all of that can go in there too. And then we have freed up some space here. We will not collect a lot more of that, so we can get all of that stuff in here. And that is, there's gonna be more blood clots, but got space enough here. And that means we can get all of the hare meat and have the top one only for the seeker meat. I like that. And then this one, I think we're gonna put the berries in the bottom, and then the mushrooms in that second drawer here, maybe with those two. Yeah, let's do it like that. All of the mushrooms. That is the yellow mushrooms and the blue mushrooms. And then we have Jotun puffs and we have mage caps. That's good. And then the produce can go in that box, and we have that above for the Ashland tier stuff. We don't have any turnips here, which is surprising. So we will have to get some more barley to put in here. There is a lot of stuff still over in the old warehouse. We're gonna get that. So that should be empty, and that is our stuff. There is only the berries left here. Yeah, okay, we're gonna get all of the berries. That will be 2 chumps. And then see what we can put in the storage from our main workshop. So we're gonna sort that a little bit. Because there is a lot of stuff going on there too. So all of that. Can I carry all of that? Not really. Well, we have to do a second jump then. We have to get the pocket portal, the warehouse portal anyways. So it's fine. There we go. And if we have to rearrange that later on, that will be fine too. There is a little bit of meat. So we're gonna move that over one. There. And that needs to be like that. Cool, we get the portal, the warehouse portal, to put it in our workshop. And then we have done all of the warehouse stuff moving. That is good. Then all of those should be empty. Nothing left here. Very good. And then let's see, is there something left here? Yeah, that's for lighting purposes. That is seeds. That is all the fish we gathered. We have to do something about that too. But I think all of the boxes here... Oh, there is a lot of trophies still. But yeah, that's okay. It can stay there for now. Until we get a better grasp on all of that. Okay, this is looking good. We're gonna take that portal with us. And get to our workshop. And get all of that sorted too. Okay, let's put up that portal here real quick for a sec. So we can portal out. I don't want to run all that all the while. See, all of that is a little bit much here. We don't need that much. We can take all of that over. See, we have the seeker meat here, and then there was some blood clots. Picked up that. Okay, it's okay. Maybe we will have one smeltering facility somewhere here. So, we can take that over and that. Only keep half stacks and not full stacks here. Something like that. We might need that, actually. And the eggs go like that. Cool. That is probably a bit much too. Put this in here. More seeker meat. Look at that. Yeah. We have to do some jumping to get all of that seeker meat sorted. Probably we should stop carrying home seeker meat altogether. That is a lot of seeker meat here. And that goes in here. And then that goes in here. And that goes in here. A lot of stuff. Get that out. There. And then that is just the stuff from the witch. And that is good. Okay. Stones and then that and then all of that. Well, I'm okay with that for now. There is linen. We are not having that many eyes, just some. Gug is on low supply, but we are having a ton of carapace that we don't need in here. And a ton of bear skin we don't need in here. We're gonna take some of that over. And whenever things fill up there, we are going to transfer to over here, because that is needles, that is bones, that is feathers, and then that is all the mountain stuff things. Lots of mountain stuff things. And then that is that kind of leather, and that is all the carapace. And that is all the cheaper leathers. And we can put the bear leather in with that here, I think. Have to do more sorting here, and that is more seeker meat. I think those top two here will be full of seeker meat. Okay, I think we are done with sorting for now. Gonna get us some eggs here. We should be able to pick up a lot of eggs and make more good food. We don't run out of good food here. Yeah, that is cool. Gonna make that whole row for eggs, I think. And then we put back that portal here, because we don't need that permanently installed here. And we're gonna pick up another one because we used one. I want to have another prepared portal in that box that we can use if we need to. In fact, we are missing one completely, but that's okay. And we do have quite a lot of that. The only one that is running low is that one. We are missing some of the... We could put up some of the glowing potions along this windowsill here. What do you think? And we could decorate some with the bombs too. Did we ever get to make the... where is that even? Is that in this one? Did we ever get the glass vials from the... I think we have not even bought them. We need to go visit the witch and buy some more things. I think we have not bought the glass vials to make the oozer, the tar bomb. Yeah, I don't think we have them. We have not bought any of those. Oh, look at that. All of that jazz in here. We don't need that really in here, do we? We do need probably some of those, but all of that jazz. So much stuff. We did not make the vial armor, didn't we? That's the wild bone visage. We need a wild trophy for that, and we only have one, which is hanging in the trophy house. Probably we need another idea to store those trophies. I have to think about that. Yeah, for now we're gonna go sleep and have a short break here for me to drink something. There is still so much to be done. Let's have a short break. I'm gonna be right back with you. Okay, I am back. Let's sleep. I think we're gonna have some trophy storage going on in the portal house, because that means we can dump off the trophies in that portal house, no problem. Gonna have us 2 big boxes there. And then we have to put on all the foods here. We can't make the feast, of course, right now, because we haven't defeated the queen yet, but all the other foods can go there, and we're gonna pick up some more black metal for 2 boxes. That means that's 12. And some wood. I think we need 20 for 2 boxes. And tar. How much tar is needed for that box? I forgot. 2. Okay, let's take 4 tar. And we're gonna build another 2 boxes down there for the trophies. Out here on the balcony, probably. We have not finished that balcony either. We have to do something about that. Okay, those are gonna be the trophy boxes. And we're gonna jump over... Wait, let me do that differently. Let me put all of the stuff we are not currently using in here, because we want to pick that up conveniently. That needs to go over to Sonnenheim when we come back. We're gonna do another day of sorting stuff here a little bit. Sorry for that, but we need to get that done. Gonna eat that and that and that. And while we are at it, we can take that over to the warehouse, and some of the tin. We don't need that much tin in here. That is gonna be some walking. Silver, not tin. We don't have that much tin, but we've got a lot of silver here. So that is going. And we don't need all of that in here, so that is going over to the warehouse too. So we got some more space here to be using for the wood coming up, more Iggy wood, and I think when we come back from the Ashlands, before we go to Deep North, we're gonna set up camp here again. And that is a lot of stuff to be carrying around. Should have put up the portal, but forgot. And now we have to drop it all and pick it all up again. Duh. You can make life harder on yourself. That is something you really can do. You don't have to, but you can. Okay. At least we got to listen to the tuba, which is nice too. probably make it to where the metal ought to go. So that is for the bronze and tin and copper. Then that is for iron. Then that is the silver. And then with the wood, we're gonna go with the wood in these boxes here. So core wood and normal wood can go in that one, and then that is the ancient bark. And then we have, wait, mountain stuff goes in here, and the blood clots go upstairs in the food boxes. Why did we put the blood clots here? That's that. Good. There we go. Now I forgot what I wanted to do. What did we want to do? Oh, we wanted to go to Sonnenheim to get the trophies over. And leave that bit of metal here, because we don't need that. It's that where we don't have the smeltering facilities. There we go. Ow! Come here! There was still a box full of trophies here we need to get over there. Oh, that is gonna be 2 jumps and being encumbered again. I'm good at making things hard for myself, ain't I? A foul smell from the swamp. That is not what I needed there. And we have to go back there because we have to be in there for the timer to tick off, but we don't have anything in our pockets. We are not that far over, so we only have to drop a little bit to get up there, put it in the box, pick up our stuff, go back and fight that foul smell. We have to be there for the timer to go down. So we have to do something about that wood running away here. Jeez. So let's drop all of that in here real quick. We have to sort through that stuff later. We have to get all of that. We might need some healing facilities. I don't have a club-like thing to hit them about the head, so we're gonna take that. There we go. No smell from the swamp. Whatever that is. Let's see. I don't have poison potion with me, but it's gonna be okay. Oozers and all of that nasty stuff. Let's see. You come here. Get wrecked. Trying to stay to this side a little bit so they don't get all over the place with my some of them already got a little bit injured by whatever got at them. Well, we can use the ooze because that is helpful for making more poison potion, more ooze bombs. So I'm kind of fine with that. Let that... Okay. Don't want to get too close to the other side. Just get those out of the way here. Hey, we're done. That is not that terrible, even without a poison potion. It's not a big deal. We have to go over and see about our logs. One got a little bit... Yeah, they are still fighting something there. I think I have to drop that off at the portal and then do some picking up here again. But all is fine here, no problem at all. Got all of that in the pocket. Okay, let's jump that home real quick. And we can just drop off the ooze here somewhere. Do we have a place where that goes? Yes, here. And we picked up other stuff. Let's get that in the box. Take the needles. Goes with up there. Where do the do? I'm a little confused here. Trophies, that needs to go back. Then needles. All of those trophies need to go down there. Let's put that back here. Let's get that in here real quick. The money goes down there. Money. The iron I picked up goes to the smelter. I have to pick up the black metal we smelter too. There we go, some iron. And then the last of the trophies that were here. Cool. Get that in that box. Wrong way. So that goes in here. And then we go upstairs, pick up the remaining stuff there, sort the box, and be done with the trophies for a good long while, hopefully. Boom. Need to sort that a little bit. Okay, let's see. So we've got The boar, the deer, and we don't have any neck trophy in here. Ooh. Okay, so that, and then next up is the swamp. Oh, that goes here, that goes here, and the brute, and the troll, of course, rancid remains, and that. So that should be all of the, yeah, that's all of the forest and meadows. And then we have that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that, that. That's all of the swamp. And then that is the mountain stuff. Not a lot there. And over in this place we put the plains. And we put the mistlands. Oh, that is mountain. So, plains and mistlands and then ashlands. So, got that sorted. Nice. I still don't know if I like that configuration here. I think I like it better on this side. To have all of that on this side. I think I like that better. And then we put that on top here to use as we need and have the arrows here. Probably. Or do we do it like that? We have that on always. We swap that out. And we can have 2 types of arrows if we need to. Or another ammunition. I think I like that better. Yeah, you see me ruminating about things. So that one is empty now. And I think we do have too much stuff in here still. Have to probably take out some more here. That is good. That is the storage for the iter. That is good. We are good with that. We are good with that not, I think. We have to take way more of that over. Don't need that here. We're gonna get more carapace. So probably something like that. Is fine. That is good. And then here we don't need that much. So probably we would be good with having that much and take that over. Yeah, that I don't know about what we are going to be building here, so we're gonna take that over to the warehouse before we are going to sleep. That is dropping all the way down. Well, Could put that on. That would help with carrying. And I want to have more light here. Maybe we could put up some yellow mushrooms. We should be having more lights here. It's pretty dark. And make things nicer here too. So so all the leathers are in here. Carapace, and then that is that. Carapace, bear leather, and then that is that. And then the next row over we got all the gooey stuffs. And then we're gonna start the wooden stuff. And then in the corner here, wait, that is not the right one. We've got stony stuffs. Okay, and then we're gonna, what, that is not the right one. I want them, what? I can't see what I'm doing. This, okay, okay, that needs to come out. The stones can go in here, and then that top row here can be that. We need more light in here. And maybe another Dwarga lantern is in order. For now, we're gonna go sleep. Gonna have another short break for me to drink something. Lest I start coughing, you know me. Not enough drink, we gonna do the coughing fit. There we go. And then we have to count what kind of weapons we made. Let's have a short break, gonna be right back. Okay, I'm back. And we gonna require some more tar in at some point, I think, because I want to build out that top portion of our warehouse to be like a guest house. Somebody could come over and stay there. Could do some guests coming over here, visiting my world, and do one of those episodes, probably. Okay, so now we're gonna eat good food because we are going back to the mist. Gonna pick up our pocket portal there. Mix things up a little bit. We don't want to do housekeeping stuff all the time. Also, I think we have to extend that here a tiny little bit because this here I think gets a little disheveled. No, it doesn't, but it needs finishing. Okay. There we are. I have drunk and I'm still coughing. Sorry. Okay. Let's get to Mist Landing again, and we need to find another infested mine and probably another skull. Let's have a marker here. That is an infested mine and it's done. I think we conquered all of that here. We need another Mistlands probably, huh? What is even up here? Is the number 19 portal operational? I don't know. We have to have the mist light on. Gonna do it like that probably. Is there something in here still? No, okay. Can break this down. Oh, there is a seeker there. What is that? I told you we're gonna get more seeker meat. Which is not too bad because we are going to have more need of seeker as peak going forward. So there is a tiny bit left to explore here in the middle, going that way. And there is a Gyal somewhere. I don't want to fight that Gyal if I can help it. Want to find another skull if we can. Maybe there is one here. Also, that Gyal sounds awfully close. Those stretches of dark earth usually are like highways leading to points of interest. Is that another dwarf house? Or is it just a ruin? Oh, it's just a ruin. We don't want to go there. Well, that thing thought it was a good idea to come at us. It was not. Because now you are dead, friend. And we've got more seeker meat to do. Yeah, well, that direction then. Because we want to discover the little remainder of that map here. There is quite some steepness going on here. Oop. And our bubble has expired. Give me that. There is no such thing as too many mage caps. We're gonna require mage food for a long time. So, let's see that side here. I can't hear that Gyal anymore. So probably it was there through the other side. Not mad about that. Not exactly happy about fighting Gyal if I don't have to. See if we can get us some Iggy wood. Because going forward we're gonna need a bunch more of that. Rather get it while we can. And I know I have passed by a lot of Yggdrasil wood on the way here. Okay, no glitteries left here. Yes, there is glitteries left here. Ugh. That is some doing. Felling trees on a hill. Don't know what's down there. I'm gonna find out. It is suspiciously calm here. What do we have in our pocket that we don't need to lug around? That and that, I think. Still can't carry all of that. Well, we have to put up a portal down there and get back up here and pick it up. And we try to install that in a way so we can walk through encumbered. That will be helpful. So where did we drop that stuff? Here. Glitteries all over. Give me that. Some of the wood broke when we dropped it here. That is not a bad thing. So, we've got everything here. Let's try and get that into that box. And I'm just gonna drop it off at home real quick. Got everything here, nothing glittering anymore. Good. Can we stand here and get that? We're gonna leave that and that here and drop that off real quick at home. Just so we have that at home. We can go on doing things. Dum 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 dum. All of that needs to go. There we go. And want that back. There we go. Make sure you pick up everything. You don't lose eyes or something. There is no possibility to get eyes out here. And let's follow that and see where that leads to. Nothing. That is that ruin we saw. Well, we don't have to go there. I don't want to fight those seekers for no good reason. Let's go see the other side here. It's very quiet here. I mean, I'm not complaining. I don't need more action if I want to explore a little bit here. Oh, look how pretty. Very, very pretty. This might be a place where we could find another skull. With those armor pieces there. Oh, we got a seeker there. Shoot that. Hit that. Very good. That one. I think I saw another one crawling around. Can't hear nothing though. And with all of that armor and weapons, I can hear a seeker soldier now. And a gyal. And we are pretty close to a dwarf house too. Let's have that bubble up again, just for security reasons. There should be a dwarf house somewhere here. There ain't. What kind of mark is... Oh, there. It's down there. Okay. I think we have explored all of the things here. There is not much reason to stay in that particular bit of Mistlands longer. There could be more around those parts, so if we went that way, just over the mountains, over the hills, to avoid the nasty stuff, could make it there quickly, just jumping hilltop to hilltop. And see the other side of that mountain. Yell action somewhere. And I heard some wisp light thing. Something. That yell is going off on somebody. Is that? Oh yeah, that is down there where that excavation is. Or is it an excavation? I think it's an excavation. We're gonna wait for that to play out and pick up the bile bags. Because I want to have some bile bags. That thing is coming awfully close to me. Gonna sit here in hiding. Okay. Gonna jump over to the other side, I think. It looks like all of the dwarfs here are dead. Are they? Now there is still some dwarf action going on there. I can hear mumblings. Let's have my... There's a lot of stuff to be picking up here. Did you finish killing them? That thing is still alive up there. Don't want to be involved in that. Let's have the bow out in case we need to intervene here. Can't see how much life is left in that gyal. We done now? No? Oof. Got stuck under the wheel here. Okay, that looks a lot like it's after me now. So that means all of the... All of the Dwerger are dead. Okay, we're gonna pick up... Ooh. Am I hearing another one? Let's put all of that in here. And go pick up all of the goodies here. Look at all that stuff. Ticks do. Many ticks do. I should not be doing that with that. Should be using that. I should have been aware that there might be ticks around. After all, there was a Gyal fighting here. There's lots of money here. And it is getting dark. Can't even pick up everything here. So much stuff. Where's my portal? There. That is quite a lot of stuff we can pick up here now. I think all of the dwarfs are dead here. There is no one left anymore. Probably don't need that. And it's a pity that thing did not break. But it's okay, we do have enough of that already. So now we go home real quick. Where's my portal? I keep forgetting to mark the spot where I left my portal, which is not a good habit to have, because in the mist and the night it's hard to find your portal. I think we're gonna jump there real quick a second time, get the remaining stuff out of that box. Well, now we can make more dwarven lanterns to hang on our wall, because we picked up more of those lanterns. Good. So, we have a lot of stuff in our pocket. Gotta get that sorted real quick and then go sleep. That needs to go here. And that needs to go there. And then we have some wood. We have some lanterns. We have some mushrooms and, of course, seeker meat. Who would have thunk? Maybe do that like that. Dum da dum dum dum. That's a lot of stuff we got there. And we have some trophies. And we've got... yeah, all of that goes upstairs. Some wood. And feathers, file bags, mushrooms. And then that goes down here. Well, that was a lot of stuff here. Got from that. More money. And that needs to go here. We should be leaving the ooze bombs at home because we don't have to lug them around. Unless we find us... I'm still not sure how... I'm really unsure about that. Okay. Let's repair everything. Let's go sleep. That black marble goes in there. Everything repaired. This is looking like it's getting light again, and it's telling me I cannot sleep this time of night. Yes, I can sleep. Very good. I'm gonna sleep. I have one more day to go. Kind of want to put in some decorative screen on this side here. Also, we need to do some more finishing touches to all kinds of places here. We need to be cooking soon too, because we are lacking some, like here. This one is not finished, it's just there, so it's there. I have to do some finishing here. Maybe we put some lights in here. Some of those wisp lights to make that a little bit lighter here. Wisp lanterns, I should say. So, we want to still go to the other side there. I'll take that with us. And we were on our way over here. We picked up most of what is laying around here, so we're good with that. That Gyal really did wreak a lot of havoc on that outpost. Wait. We want to go up. We want to go over there. Jumping right into unknown territory. It's kinda scary. But I do want to reach the other side of that mountain here. In kind of a timely fashion. Don't want to run all along that all the time. So we are at the rim of that bit of mountain and we want to go to that side there. We still have not found the golem trophy, and we don't have anything that could help kill a golem. We have the iron mace at home. Some wolfies here. Boom. Dead wolf. Another dead wolf. Okay, now we get to the other side where the mist starts again. And I think we're gonna run around that here and see how far that extends, and then there is more mist up here. Okay, let's see. Kind of want to see how far out that goes. I can hear water, can hear the ocean. So I think down there it's gonna be water. Just how I thought. There is some dwarfs there. They are pretty unconcerned about their forest neighbors. Oh, give me that. Then give me that. Well, I don't think the Grey Dwarfs stand any chance. And there is that a infested mine? It's just one light. Could be. Let's up our game a little and put our bubble back up. And see if we can get there. I hear a gyal. Oh, I do hate gyal. It's one single dwarf here. And that gyal is quite close. Ugh, we get out of the way here. Don't want to fight that one. I really don't want to, because all of that water, not good space to jump around. You can easily avoid that. There is not much inland going on here. There's a lot of coast going on here. There is some sort of commotion somewhere. Like we are running right at the edge of the mountain here. A lonesome dwerger. Hi there. Not sure what's down there, but I think it is all water. Looking at the map, yeah, that is gonna be a lot of water. Gonna have to go more northward from here to see if that opens out. That is all really rocky cliffside things. And there we can see the other side of that water. That is where we live over there. I think I heard an arbalest firing. And I do hear another gyal, and look at that. super steep mountain there. I think we're gonna try and run the side of this mountain here to get to the other side. Yeah. I hear that yell and I don't know if it's closer or farther now. That is all the mountainside, and I don't think we necessarily need... Oh, look at that. That is steep as hell. Shoot. I think we left the gyal behind. And I think that mountainside will open out to more terrain here. Maybe not a lot yet, but I think we are getting closer to useful space. Can hear the ocean still. We are still in a small strip of mistlands along the mountain, but I think from here on out it's gonna get a little bit wider. A little bit easier to navigate, I thought, but maybe not. Maybe it's all raggedy still. Oh, well, it is. Look at that. Ah, yes, so we have to get back up here. Still trying to find another infested mine. I would want to do 1 or 2 more, just to make sure we are all set with dark cores for the Ashlands base, because we have to do another base there. And I promise it will not be as ambitious as our Mistland base. I will not do another one to that extent. But that place there lent itself so much to a big base. I could not resist the temptation. Like I thought, this is opening out a little bit. It is still not super wide, but it is opening out a little bit up here, and I think we're gonna finish up here and then go see what that is about here, getting more northish. If we can make it so that we have a little bit of a forward outpost there before the deep north drops, that would be a good thing. Like, not a big base, but a little house with some kind of harbor thingy where we can eventually go with a boat and then start our deep north adventure from there, because I hope we can continue this on into the deep north. That would be really a thing I would like to do. I had to give up on Cassandra a little bit because all of the new things with the Call to Arms update would have meant such an amount of going back and redoing lower biomes that it would have been such an effort to do that. So I decided to concentrate on Lorelei and give her all the opportunities, because that's the completionist run, which means we are trying to get everything. And Cassandra was not a completionist run, and then there is the thing about explaining things you don't understand, because what use is it to have an explanatory series with stuff you don't understand yourself, because it's all new? So yeah, that's the reason we gave up on that run. But oh, hi there. But with Lorelei, I think we gonna have a lot of fun going forward, because we have to explore everything and build everything, but I don't have to explain everything. I don't understand it, and it's okay. Let's see. What's here? Oh, friends. Unwelcome friends at that. Here is a purple one too. And I keep messing up my... Get off of my back. Both of you. I could use some... There's a Kial too. Ooh. This is no fun. Die already. Okay. We do have a lot of stuff in our pockets that we don't really need here. I'm gonna drop off some of that stuff. I don't really need that either. We do have enough of that stuff. Okay, let's see, what direction do we go? I kind of think... Oh, how pretty. The lights in Valheim are so pretty. I think at some point we might start a permadeath run, and I'm not quite sure we are doing that on a live stream. Probably when we are done with the call to arms, we might be starting some sort of permadeath shenanigans. I thought I heard some seekers, but maybe not. Like, the call to arms update thing is a little bit of a misnomer, because yes, we started it with call to arms, but it's gonna be all the way through deep north, hopefully. Do we need to go check down there? I don't think. I can't see any suspicious formations here. That would indicate that there could be there could be infested mine there. There could be a skull there, but not too keen on that seeker soldier. Nobody ever said you had to fight each and every mob in the game. Keep that whisperlight close. That means there is a dwarf around here. Probably somewhere in a stone. And it's getting late. I think we're gonna go home. Because we are nearing the 2-hour mark anyways. So I think we're gonna leave a portal here. It's quiet. No Gyalna noises and stuff. We're gonna mark that on our map for a change. And we go home. Get all that stuff sorted and end the episode there. It's not all that much stuff, but we gathered quite a few mushrooms. And that is not a bad thing. How much is in there? Okay, let's turn that up a notch. Cool. Maybe we want that to be there. And that to be there. And have that reserved for armor slots. Probably. I cannot decide how I want to arrange my inventory, pardon me. Do you have any layouts that you prefer? Where you put what in that game? I have like strong opinions on which number I need my things to be on. Like my hammer is always a number 6 and the primary weapon is always on 1 and the shield is always on 2, because those are the buttons I can reach the easiest. Oh, do we have other wooden weapons? Huh. I don't know if we have other wooden weapons somewhere. We have to collect them all. I don't know. We have to make a check on that too. But that is for another episode, because this episode is coming to an end here. And I hope you liked this episode. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my content, there is a lot to be discovered. Subscribe to my channel so you get notified each time I upload new content, which is usually 4 times a week. There are 2 live streams right now and 2 videos. So a lot of things you can do by watching while you're cooking or something else. And yeah, do come again if you like this, and we are going to be back with new shenanigans in the 10th world real soon. Bye!